This is the lower tier division of Rocket League. I know there's no audio. Don't tell me there's no audio. I'm all tagged right now. There is no audio. Sorry. This is the lower division. Starting off pretty light. And then we're gonna ease up every single half an hour. Depending on how the series score goes, we're gonna jump up to higher and higher tier divisions. Milwaukee's such a weird name to spell, bro. Hold on. Aukee. Alright. Vortex. Stream. CSA. Right. And right off the rip, Vortex with the goal. Omni. I was editing stream info. I didn't see what happened. That's a awkward pop over the net. Defender just can't reach it. And yeah, first goal of the day. Good start off with Omni. These are all new. You guys probably know me from MCS. These are all new players, especially in these lower divisions. I'm not going to know too many people. They might actually have an opportunity. Maybe a bit of a miscommunication there on the goal line. He's not able to put it away. Paco on the counter attack, but it's quickly cut off. Omni. Big ceiling pinch over to Buster. Can't get the touch. Maybe he still has an opportunity there, but no. Cleared away. But right back into the corner. And again, Omni. Omni seems to be the big man for Vortex right now. Getting a lot of these opportunities. And, oh, Barrel. Where's my Barrel? Oh, no. Don't fire me, please. All right. Surely, I had this working yesterday. Surely, all right. So, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. There we go. Barrel's working. Look at that. Look at that. It's like more professional everything. Is my face cam in the way of anything? No, it's just a way their score. All right, hold on. Let me move myself out of the way here. There we go. Paco puts one away. As every single time somebody scores, I'm testing something in stream, bro. Every single time. I'm gonna cry. All right. Sorry. This is the first stream of the day. First stream of the season. So technical difficulties out the way, but Vortex might actually concede a second one here, and they do. I think look to be a kickoff that just doesn't. Yeah, just pressure right off the kickoff. Paco left an open net. Call those wifties. Jorby calls them that. I love calling them that. Two players go up the ball. Neither of them hit it. Chaos created, and Vortex, they were off to a hot start, but nothing much coming after that first goal. These are our best of fives, by the way. And they might have an opportunity here. Numbers advantage. Big beat. But it goes in the corner. Greninja King first on this ball. Omni. I want to see more out of him. He seems to be the most he seems to have the most control of the ball in this lobby. It'd be really crucial for him to generate more of that offense. I think the first goal of this game did come from him. So would be huge for him. Buster James trying to start something there, but nothing. Paco looking to start something with his own big counterattack play, but it's fizzled out. Goes into the corner for Buster. Tries to pass it midfield, but it's cut out, and too many players commit. It's just above the crossbar, though, just to find its way, and anybody there for the shot. Paco is blocked. Isaka blocked. Lavender, big touch mid, but nobody there to follow it up. Paco again, big pass in the corner, double tap attempt, but no. Not able to make the touch. Paco trying to keep that one in play, but it just falls right into the hands of a Vortex defender. That is a very unfortunate back pass. Omni not able to find anybody. Lavender allowed a lot of time and space on the ball in the air. Buster up, but Paco to cut out. Look from Buster's POV like he had a good shot on net, but good defending. And that's actually a huge demo. Might leave an opening here. Air dribble, big dunk from Omni. And he's able to tie the game up for his team. Minute and 15 left. Anything can happen. Tied game. And best of fives are so much more tight than best of sevens. You have so much less time in the series to have things go your way. It's so much more momentum based. It'd be really huge for Vortex to get off to a hot start to their season, win this first game, but they got to get past this defense first. Paco doing everything he can to make sure that that doesn't happen. Buster James in the corner, not able to make the dunk. Lavender goes missing on the touch. Paco into corner trying to center for his teammate. Omni first on this. There's a big bump on the backline. Omni might have an open net, and he takes it well. Good team play to bump the last defender there. Omni, I would say he's doing it all himself, but he's not. That was a huge bump on the backline. He has a hat trick now in this game. He's pulling his team across the finish line. And doing so well, but there's a shot, but no, it's saved. Big pinch out. Goes right into the corner. That's exactly where they want it. If you're Vortex, they just have this 1-goal lead, and they need to hold on to it. But there is a shot that's easily saved. 2 defenders waiting in net, but more pressure mounting. Getting into the final seconds. That's a huge clear. And every single second that this ball is in the orange half is less and less time that they have. Good midfield challenge. Off the wall. Sucker goes missing. Omni in net. He can't find the save. And Greninja, in the waning seconds of this game, finds the equalizing goal. Omni had to dodge that bump. He's just kind of caught out. And that's just a well-played shot, top right. Even if he didn't jump earlier there, it was a tough save. That bump. Taking a page out of Vortex's book there, going for that bump on that last defender to clear the line for that shot. But it does actually end up mid off the kickoff, but nobody was expecting that whiff. And we do have overtime in game 1. First official non-preseason game for CSA. For the Vortex. Off the rip, they try midfield passing play. Doesn't find its way there. Paco has a dribble play, and he flicks it over the last defender. Paco will secure game 1 for Makos. And, yeah, I think, looking at the scoreboard here, wow, that's insane that it doesn't... Oh, no, it does. All right, I was waiting to see if my score... Me fidgeting the scoreboard showed up on stream. It does. Yeah, I think you see 2 standout players on either teams. Makos had Paco. Greninja King did slot one away to tie it up in the last seconds there, but yeah. It's 2 standout players on either teams, what it looks like the team comp is here. I do not know the exact ranks of all these players, but yeah, I think the series is just going to be a story of whichever team can support their main player the best. You had Omni for Vortex was really the main player. There were good bumps from Lavender and Buster James, but it was mainly Omni putting the ball in the back of the net, and same thing for the side of Makos, who had Paco facilitating most of that offense. So maybe one of these other players steps up. Maybe somebody else from another team steps up. Maybe Omni comes up big. And speaking of stepping up, Buster James, his first goal of the series put on the board. Well taken first touch to pass it to himself, set up that open net, caught the defense lacking. There's absolutely nobody past Paco there. And Vortex, they're not letting the game 1 overtime loss get to them right off the rip in game 2. They're able to put it away, hold on to a 1-goal lead, but might not be last for long. That's a huge clear though. Catches them out, but not able to capitalize anything. Buster's awkward on defense here. He's backward. He's not able to make the touch, and Greninja strikes right back. We are tied very soon after that opening goal. Did not last for long, and it's basically 0-0 at this point. 30 seconds burned off the clock. Momentum not really in either team's favor right now. Makos do have a 1-game advantage, though, so yeah, Milwaukee don't want to have to try to reverse sweep of their first series of the season. Succa's allowed a lot of time on this ball, but Omni there to make the touch. Pass middle. Not able to get it around the last defender, though. Big clear out. Lavender, huge follow-up. It's actually towards net, but last defender does rotate back in time to get that, but there is a huge demo. A lot of open space. Omni doesn't make contact with the ball. Paco, he's not allowed a clear. Lavender trying to keep this one in, and lots of pressure, lots and lots of flying challenges coming out from the Vortex now. They want to get back that 1-goal lead they had, but that's a huge beat on that challenge. It goes mid, but nobody's there. There's only one defender back, but Paco bumps both of the attackers, and they're not able to get anything out of it. Buster James tries to find a teammate, but he just finds a Mako's player sitting in the midfield waiting. It's Mako's on offense now. That's a really good pass out to Omni. They might have a counterattack going here. Shot, not quite on target. It is hit into the corner. Lavender not able to get a good 50 there. And is anybody going to rotate back? There is. Buster James, last man back, does make the save. Paco up, gets beat out. Vortex looking to push this ball back in. They were only on defense for just a quick second there. They've been very strong on the offensive attack, and that's a very unfortunate crossbar bounce. If you're the Makos, but we're not. We're the Vortex, so for us, that is a very fortunate crossbar bounce. Sucker thought that was on target. It wasn't quite. Bounces in the crossbar off of his car. Classic Rocket League play. We've all been there, but it does allow the Vortex to take back their 1-goal advantage in this game, which they will gladly take. Again, if they lose this game, they are going to have to deal with a reverse sweep, which is not very helpful towards their odds of winning this, especially, again, you want to start out your season strong. Try to take that first game of the season, get the mental up. James allowed some more time on this ball, try to widen their lead to 2 goals, and they do. Classic bump attempt play. It seems to be the Vortex's bread and butter so far. They've scored, I think it's the second goal they've scored this game off of a play where there's a shot and a bump that follows the shot or precedes the shot. That's a really high touch to the backboard. Double tap attempt. Paco slams it home. He's giving his team life. Big touch up to the backboard. Buster just can't reach that, and Paco with the butt of his car puts it right around Lavender. Just puts it in the one gap that he really could have. They still are down in this game, though. Just by 1 goal now after that really nice play forward off the kickoff from Paco. I am Vortex's team caster, but I do have to give credit where it is due. Paco, again, doesn't make contact. Buster, dribble attempt, hit off by Omni, but it does beat a defender. Demo attempts. Last man's awkward, but nobody really there to take the shot. Just wasn't in the cards for him. There goes missing on the defensive touch. That is so unfortunate. Oh, no. He didn't want to hit it. He had 0 boost. He just jumped off to try to block it, and his flip just catches him. Oh, no. Yeah, we've had 2 really unfortunate goals from hold on, wait. You guys are gonna be hit with an ad break. I don't know for how long. Hold on. Let me snooze your ad break for a second. I don't want to hit you guys with ads in this crucial time of the game. But man, it has been a close one. 3-3. Big demo on the back line. Try to ground double attempt actually from Buster. He gets the dunk. Good pressure forward. There's a bump attempt. The pass finds the defender instead of the attacker, though. They are still in the offensive third. Paco only allowed 1 touch on that ball before there's a challenge. Buster's still on this ball. And Vortex looks so tenacious right now on offense. They're putting everything forward on this attack. They've been in Mako's half for most of this game so far. Nothing's come of it yet. Under a minute left now. A goal here would be huge. Omni puts it towards net, but it just goes right into the hands of the defender. It is pinched out middle. Lavender tries to pop it up for Buster James. That's a shot! That's a top bin shot from Buster James off of a beautiful pass from Lavender. Huge touch, huge shot. 43 seconds left. They did have a 1-goal lead at the end of game 1, but they did throw it away here. Looking to not repeat that. Huge kickoff win. They might actually get a 2-goal lead. Omni not able to find the open net. He ran out of boost. It is still... They still have the 1-goal lead, though. They can't get too caught up in that. They just got to hold on to this for as long as they can. That goes mid. It's towards net, but Buster. Easy save for him. Not really too threatening. Towards the corner goes mid. Nobody there. Paco, big clear out. Buster, again, good patience. His last man is able to make that touch and keep it in the offensive half of Mako. 2 players go now for the Vortex. They only got to hold on to this 1-goal lead for 10 seconds. They don't need another goal. They just need to not let it go in. There's a shot. There's a huge save off the backboard from Omni. Keeps the 1-goal lead. Now with 0 seconds, it will not stay up. Omni again on the backboard, making a huge save. Vortex do take game number 2, and it is tied. Also, hello Avared. Welcome to the Twitch chat. I will be Vortex's streamer for hopefully the foreseeable future for this league. So I'll be very, very acquainted with anybody here that becomes a regular. And yeah, that's a very good response from Vortex. Honestly, they've been in control for most of this series. It's just been that game 1 was just kind of unfortunate, you know. Game 1 jitters normally happen. And yeah, I am gonna try to hit you guys in the ad break here, unfortunately. Otherwise, Twitch will yell at me. Yeah. If it lets me. I don't know if it will. We'll see. Feedback audio. Oh, wait, hold on. So yeah, maybe sub to my channel with Twitch Prime. If you want to see Vortex without ads, you know, always appreciate a Prime sub, always appreciate a sub period in general. And I'm glad I played the ad because nobody will see that goal was scored, and it never happened. The stream is lying to you. And it never happened. There's another shot. This is not looking good for Vortex. Their defense is really scrambly. There's another shot. Huge save from Buster, though. Touch out towards the wall, advancing on this counter attack. Omni pinched out. Lavender last back. Greninja goes missing on that touch. Paco goes missing on that touch. Sucker's last back. Really smart not to dive on that ball, but allowed to push forward is the Vortex here. Can they make anything of it? There is a demo, but no pass coming through. Greninja takes the 50. Buster James might have actually been able to shoot that. Sucker low boost goes missing. Huge dunk, though. That'll kill any offense that had happened. Omni's caught out. Maybe didn't expect his teammate to go missing. And that looked like a good offensive push from Vortex. They just weren't able to really capitalize off of it too well. They got the demo. The pass wasn't there. And Vortex for most of the series have looked really... They've been playing faster and way more aggressive than their opponents are. It's just that's also been the reason why they've been scored on. They're sending too many people forward. There's a lot of double commits. They are getting good demos. They are getting good pressure when they are forward, but when it's not working for them, their defense is left wide open just as it is here. As I'm talking about it, they send too many people forward. There's nobody back. And especially when your last man's going up to challenge this, he needs to have a good challenge. He needs to make contact with this. If your last man is not hitting the ball, it's going to be a goal pretty much every single time. And it seems that Makos have kind of adapted to the more aggressive playstyle of Vortex. They've played a bit more passive, tried to let them push up, overcommit, and then take the open chances, but they are allowed a kickoff goal. It is only a 2-goal game now. Plenty of time left in this game to